Holley Terminator X. How are you going to wire that to your 96 or 98 Chevrolet, 1500, Tahoe, whatever? This could apply to some of the 88 through the 95 models. Not 100% sure, but I will tag those models in here. That way they can help anybody out. I was confused when I installed this. The loose wires anyways is what I was confused on. As far as the actual wires that plug into the motor and the harnesses and stuff, that's straightforward. Everybody knows where that plugs in. So let's go over that right quick. All right, so we have our Holley Terminator X Max mounted back here in the back. For starters, we're gonna go with the big red power wire. There's two power wires here that are going to be all the time power. That'll go to your battery. Of course, your ground, that goes to your ground wire. For your fuel pump wire, which is your green wire, I simply bypassed the old fuel pump relay. That relay does not work. All I did was cut the gray wire off because I had to bypass this relay because it was giving me trouble starting. So I bypassed it, cut the gray wire, and tapped the green wire. I know this is red, but I had to extend it. But the green wire goes into the gray wire on the fuel pump relay. As for, there is a red and a white striped wire that is going to be your switch source. So excuse all the mess, but here's the red with the white. All I did was plug into this NAT spot over here. It's your switch source. Your tachometer, there's a harness that plugs into your never mind, not your tachometer, my fault. Your gray wire for your TCC brake switch, this guy. There's going to be you got your brake switch up above here, the little big white thing. It goes into a harness and connects. I made another video about it on my channel, but you can find it. This does not help. There's going to be a small purple wire that comes off that little harness. All I did was tapped in it for the brake switch. Works perfect. It's a small purple wire. There's a, you probably can't see it, but there's a, that thing back there in the back with the two blue clips right back there. There's a purple wire that comes out of that. That's all I tapped that into. For us non-LS4L60E 4x4 guys. God, I don't want to get that one there. Actually, I have one laid over here on the ground. For the VSS on the X Max, where you tie into the speed, there's a VSS specific plug. Since we're not using, this is the same exact thing as non-LS style. It comes with two right here, and then you got your 4x4. I guess that's 4-wheel drive speed or something. This one reads for the ECU. This one reads for the speedometer. Leave this one in. I left the stock original harness plugged into this one. I unplugged the stock harness from this one and plugged the VSS into that for the X Max, and it reads perfect. I managed to have all my inputs and stuff working fine with that. That's all for that. Transmission harness, the big round piece that just snaps right into the transmission. OBD, that's self-explanatory, though, not the OBD, the O2 oxygen sensor. I got it mounted right there. It just plugs into the Holley. That's self-explanatory. That's pretty much it. Now, it may be different for some of y'all who don't have the Dakota Digital, and this Dakota Digital was freaking awesome. Very self-explanatory on the Dakota Digital. Literally, it comes with step-by-step instructions. You can find the original cluster harness pinout online. Literally tells you which wire is for what. So, like, say for left blinker, it'll say, just for example, I don't know the actual color, but like dark green is left blinker. This Dakota Digital comes with, I got it mounted right here. See if I can get a better look at it. It's hidden under here. But there's different inputs for each thing in there. So like fuel pump sender or whatever to show for the clusters to work. But it's step by step. I might have to do another video when I can take this out and show y'all. But it's the instructions on it are straightforward, super easy to work with. As far as the BIM, I use that for the Holley. It's made specifically for the Holley, so the Holley pulls everything that the Dakota's connected to. So for tach, that's the reason why I didn't use the tachometer input, because it's pulling from the Dakota digital. It connects to this little BIM input here. This one's for the Holley. I can't really show it well, but it's mounted right there. There's an input for that, and it just goes straight over to that. And just to show y'all that everything works, we'll go and crank it up one good time. And I might lose you, radio's gonna connect, so. Sorry, I lost you there because it connected to the radio. However, RPMs do work. The oil gauge works. I got full gas. Everything works. Temp sensor, miles. I love this gauge. It show everything. It show your gear input. As long as you got the wires into the box down here, connected to the original harness, just tap them in. It'll pull anything you got plugged in. As far as the Holley, I ain't mounted it yet, but everything's working like it should. Let me cut the truck off so you can hear exactly what I'm trying to say. I don't want to talk over the motor. The stock fuel pump worked. I left it in there. I didn't even do it. I didn't even change it. There's no reason to. I have a big cam in this and it powers it just fine. Plenty of fuel. The reason why my brake light's on inside is something going on with my ABS. It's never worked since I've had it. But like I said, do not take this out. I took the old one out and I cut it up and shortened it, and it just made me a huge headache. So I went back to the scrapyard and found an identical one that hadn't been chopped up, and I put it back in there. And like I said, every plug that I did not use, like for the stuff for the old engine, I just tied it back for the meantime. That's also good because your four-wheel drive and stuff runs through this. And if you take it out, it might affect that as also for the fuel pump as well. Let's see. The AC, if I could have kept the old original AC, it would have been mounted right here. You can do that. I recommend that. It mounts right here. You can plug the original AC connector back in and it runs straight over to it and it'll work good as day. However, I went with this kit and I kind of regret it, but I kind of don't. I haven't found good instructions on that, but there's only one signal wire here. That's just one red signal wire, so I think that would just plug into the AC, but I haven't had time to fiddle with it yet. But however, I do recommend you keeping the original AC on that side if you can, save you time. You could cut back the wires later on, like your spider injection wires and stuff. You can cut that out later on, but please just wait to pull that out last. I cannot stress that enough. I got this little reservoir here for this mounted guy. That's perfect. You can get that on eBay. Got the old fan. I plan on getting electric fans. The 99, they're like the F body style electric fans, because they will tie straight into the Holley with the output. I haven't used those yet. There's the old Holley for the alternator. I didn't use it yet. But yeah, that's it. That's pretty much everything. It runs good. Transmission shifts really smooth. All the harnesses are, like I said, all these plug and play. I didn't use the fuel connectors, just laid back right there. But your TPS, your injectors, everybody knows that's just straightforward there. But the main point in this video was to help people out as far as the loose wires go. So yeah, that's it. Speed engineering headers, I think, is what I went with. It is a very, very tight fit, but it did end up working. I tried to put them in before I put the transmission in. I had to jack the motor up to do that to get them to fit. That's how tight they were. But yeah, she's running good. I've been driving it around and no issues at all. Start and hit up on a lick and it'll go. So maybe this helps you out. As far as the steam ports, I got the old crossover style. It's the delete to delete the crossover for the back, but all it does is connect this one to the driver's side back there. It's kind of hard to see back over there. I use an adapter ran it up, and it connects to this port. This port's capped off from the factory. I just took it off, and oh, not this one, my bad. This one, this guy, I connected into this one. This is the overflow for your radiator, for your coolant reservoir. That's what I use that for. This one connects to the steam port. I just had to get adapters to mount down to the small size. Can't think of anything else. I'm sure that's pretty much everything. Yeah. Anyways, I hope this video kind of helps you out, because it was a real big headache with me as far as the loose wires and stuff go. But anyways, that's it. I mean, I don't. If you have any questions, just drop a question. I'll try to answer them as soon as possible. I know I haven't uploaded to the channel in a really long time. It's been a long time. I plan on getting back to it as far as this Tahoe goes, because I love this thing and I like making videos. Sorry I've been going for so freaking long, but hey, it's life happens. So anyways, hope this helps y'all out, and y'all have a good one.